Hey friends, welcome back to Jenny Food and My Kitchen. I'm Jenny. If you're new here, I just want to say hi. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things. On this channel, I love to share recipes that I have cultivated and gathered over the years as a restaurant owner, a caterer, a private chef, an executive chef, a mom, a grandma, and a daughter. And so it's all about that loving people with food. That is what I am all about. So if that's something that you're interested in, please stick around and watch and be a part of this community. Friends, today it is cold, wet, rainy. The snow is still hanging on, and it is just one of those days. I've had to go in and out, and it's like I can't warm up. So tonight I am making something warm, comforting, and that will help me just feel so good at the end of a long, cold day. I'm talking about chicken and dumpling soup. Yum! What could be better to warm you up, body and soul, at the end of a cold, long day? Let's make this. Friends, I've got all of our ingredients here for this chicken and dumpling soup. I'm so excited about this. I have 4 cups of chopped chicken. Of course, it's chicken soup, so I have carrots, celery, and onion. And then I have some better than bouillon broth that we are going to add water to for our stock, as well as just a little bit of onion and garlic powder into that stock. And then for the dumplings, I mean, it's super easy. It's just flour, eggs, a little bit of oil, and water, and salt and pepper. So let's put this together and enjoy a bowl of comfort. All right, friends, I'm just getting my carrots ready. I went ahead and I peeled them and got them ready to chop. So I've got my Dutch oven here. I'm just gonna go ahead and dice all these carrots and get them right into our pot. Now, it has been a long, cold day. I had to go out early this morning, and then I worked this morning, had to run some errands, do some things, and it is cold. It's cold and wet, which makes it even more cold because it's raining and it's cold. So I just couldn't think of anything better to make for dinner tonight. So I thought that I would just bring you along. All right, so I mean, you can cut them in little coins. You can cut them however you like. I like my carrots to be somewhat small. All right, carrots are done. And I can already tell this onion is a little strong, so I'm going to hurry up and get this in the pot. And I just like to cut little strips and then go back the other way. Whew. She's a strong one. Hurry, Jenny, hurry. I like to encourage myself in the kitchen. All right, the onions are strong. Let's get those in the pot. Get this cooking right away so I can get this moving on to celery. I just like to cut mine in half. And then, of course, I will just give it like a real similar chop to the size of the carrots. That's just how I do it. In the pot. All right, and all of our chopping is complete. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this pot on the stove with just a couple tablespoons of avocado oil just to get those veggies softening. And then once they're softened, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add that 12 cups of water. We are making like a nice sized pot of soup. All right, so just a couple tablespoons of olive oil there. And then I'm going to go ahead and get that on. And we'll put that on kind of a medium heat, and I'll just kind of move those around as I get started on those dumplings. Our veggies are going in my Dutch oven on the back of the stove. So now we're just going to put these dumplings together, and I'm telling you, this could not be any easier. I'm going to start by adding 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And then I just like to do this right in the bowl. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to beat up these 2 eggs. Yes, I was getting my ingredients out and I ended up dropping the carton off the island. So I was able to save them quickly, but so we're just going to finish beating those. And I just like to make a little well. We'll go in there with that. And then a 1/2 cup of oil. Now I like to use avocado oil. The recipe calls for vegetable. I don't use vegetable oil in anything. And so I will substitute avocado whenever I need to do that. So 1/2 cup of avocado oil, 3/4 cup of water, 1 teaspoon of salt, and just a little bit of pepper. Now this is like a fresh bottle. It's pretty potent pepper. So I'm just going to go in with 1/4 teaspoon. If you like more pepper, you can add a 1/2 teaspoon. So there's our ingredients. Now I'm going to start for a second. I'm going to grab that fork back and I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of start this off with my fork. And then as I see that come together, I'm going to get in there with my hands, my clean hands. Now, I just like to make sure that all the flour, I'll just kind of turn this over as you can see. Like I'm just kind of taking this ball and I'm making sure that all of the flour is incorporated in that. Which we've got a little bit more at the bottom there. All right, and that comes together like really nicely. And you don't really want to overwork this dough. So I think we've got all the flour there. I'm going to go ahead and put some flour on my board, on my little mat here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of press it and kind of work it a little bit. You don't really want to knead it, but you do kind of want it to get it to come together and not be super sticky. So I'll just grab some of this flour. I can always put more flour on the board if I need to. Oh yeah. And so that's just come, I can tell it's very soft. And it's not really it's not super sticky anymore. If I feel like a sticky spot, then I'll just kind of roll it in some more flour. But it's a beautiful little dumpling dough. It comes together. This is probably the best dumpling dough that I have ever made. And yep, I've already got flour on me. I'm going to put just a little bit more flour down and then I will show you what we're going to do next. All right, our veggies are still cooking. I just stirred them a little bit. Now we're just going to take our rolling pin and we're just going to roll this out almost like as thin as we can get it. You just want to come this way, go that way a little bit, and just kind of, it doesn't really matter the shape because we're going to cut this. And I'll show you how I do that. Super easy to roll out. And I know it looks kind of wonky, but I'm not looking for a specific shape. I just want this to be relatively thin because they do puff up a little bit. And you don't want like big, huge, like thick. I mean, maybe you do. But if you do want big, thick, you know, just leave it a little thicker. I like them to be a little thinner. So I'm just going all the way around here. So isn't that beautiful? All right, friends. I am just going to take my pizza cutter and I'm just going to go carefully cut these into little squares. I mean, you can cut them as big as you like them. I don't like them to be gargantuan. I don't want to have to cut them with a spoon in my bowl. So, I mean, you know me. I like everything to be relatively bite-sized. And yes, that's my dog. She's probably seeing something in the yard. All right, we've got all of our strips cut that way. Cut them into little squares. I am not right-handed. I don't know why I chose to do this right-handed, but I'm committed. And they can vary in size a little bit. No big deal. Not looking for perfection here. And once these little pillowy dumplings cook, you're not going to care how big or how small or what shape they are. They're going to be delicious. There you have it. Now, our vegetables are almost done. I'm going to go ahead and pour that water in with our Better Than Bouillon, make the stock, and then we're going to bring that to a boil and I'll show you how we cook these babies. All right, I've got my 12 cups of water in here. Now I'm just going to add my 12 teaspoons of bouillon. So that's 3 teaspoons or a tablespoon, right? And 4. So now we are just going to let this come up to a boil. And then once this is at a good rolling boil, we will just drop our dumplings in there and they'll begin to cook. All right, friends, this is almost boiling. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to dump in our chicken now. I like the chicken to be in there. All right, I almost forgot. I am going to add just about a half a teaspoon each. That's garlic powder. And then a half teaspoon of onion powder as well. Stir that in, and I think we are ready to start with our dumplings. Now, how I like to do it is I'll just grab them up in my hands and just drop them kind of all over the pan. I like to drop, you know, a row or two, and then I will stir those just to make sure that they're not sticking to each other or on the bottom. And so that's it. You just drop those in. All right. And then I just take my stir and I just kind of stir them around, just making sure that they're not sticking to the bottom or each other. And that's a good, I mean, there you can see kind of how thick those are all rolled out. And you can see our dumplings are starting to cook. Oh, it's going to be so good. All right, friends, I got all of our little dumplings in there, and look at that. Oh my goodness, does that not look good? So at this point, I like to test to make sure my broth is good and chickeny. If we need a little more seasonings, you could add some dried parsley or some thyme. I mean, if you wanted to make this just a little bit fancier, but I tend to like just a real old-fashioned classic chicken and dumpling soup, just as is. We're gonna let this, I'm gonna let this cook for about another 10 minutes just to make sure all our dumplings are cooked, and then we will give this a taste. All right, friends, she is done. Look at that. Look at those dumplings. Oh my gosh. It's still very, very steamy, but in my opinion, this is the best time to eat it. So I am going to go ahead and serve myself up a bowl. But oh, look at that. And I am a sucker for a good broth soup. That's one thing about me. I do love a good broth. Very, very steamy. But look at that, how good. All right, let's give it a taste. I mean, I already know how it's gonna taste, but all right, friends. This looks so good. I'm gonna have to blow on it. I love a good bowl of hot soup on a cold day. And just the steam from this cooking, like my kitchen windows are kind of fogged up, and I kind of like that on a cold day, honestly. Man, that's good. Oh, friends. Yum. Ah, that is those little pillows of goodness. I mean, what could be better on a cold day? My grandkids go nuts for this. My friends go crazy. I make this at the restaurant and people come far and wide. It's good. You should make that. You should make that for your family if it's cold and wet and rainy where you are. Spring is on the way, right? My husband always says, summer's coming, honey. Well, friends, I'm going to change my clothes, get me some sweats on, make my husband a peanut butter and jelly because that's his favorite thing to eat with this. And then I am going to get to the couch. I will see you soon. Bye for now, friends.